Online learning, free courses.
Okay guys, in this video we're going to be talking about how to find and keep the good customers and how to eliminate the bad ones. So we can't get rid of all the bad customers. You're always going to run into a few people here or there that you would rather not work with. But for the most part, we can narrow that down. And I will have to say from experience that as you ascend the Fiverr seller ladder, and as you become a top seller, you are going to deal with less of those troublesome customers. So that is a very good thing and something that you can look forward to as you continue ascending upwards. So with that being said, there's 5 things that I want you to remember when it comes to attracting those good customers and getting rid of the bad ones. So first of all is your communication. On Fiverr, you're basically only going to be doing written communication through the messaging system, which is really cool because sometimes you just don't have time to meet face to face with someone and have a whole discussion and get that feedback instantly. Sometimes it can get a little messy. So with that being said, or maybe you have a very thick accent and it's hard for people to understand you over the phone or Skype or whatever. But with messaging, everything is written down and it's very simple and straightforward and easy to read. So as long as you can communicate what you need to clearly and concisely, Fiverr is going to be a great place for you. Like I've mentioned many times before, also when it comes to messaging, you want to make sure that your response rates are good and high. So you want to keep that Fiverr window open throughout your day. And as long as you're not switching proxies, and we will talk about that a little bit more in the advanced tips at the end. But because proxies, Fiverr is IP sensitive. So if your IP changes, that can actually set off red flags and you can get your account banned and a couple of other things. But as long as you are not changing IP addresses, you can leave that Fiverr window open all day so that you can reply back to messages quickly. And like we mentioned before, go ahead and make use of those quick replies, those quick responses that Fiverr has. And I'll just quickly go into my messages to show you again. Oops, right there, my inbox. So this is an example of a quick reply. I actually used a quick reply for this. I have people that contact me quite often, at least a couple times a week, that are reaching out to me to buy services. And while it can seem a little spammy, I don't spam those people or report those people because I know that they're just trying to make some extra sales and extra money. Unless they do it over and over and over again, then I do report them. But if it's just a one-time message, I will just simply send them, okay, cool, I'll keep you in mind for future work. And that is a quick response right down here. And you can use this too with all of your customers. So, one that I've had to use a lot is, let's see, this one, English only. Thank you for taking interest in our services. Unfortunately, we can provide SEO services for English websites only. We recommend searching SEO and then sort by language for those who can better assist you. So that's just an example. This is going to save you a lot of time, especially after you've been in Fiverr for like a few weeks or so and you've gotten a couple hundred messages. You will get a couple hundred messages over time for sure. I've had a couple thousand, and as you get those, you start to build up your own FAQ, right? Your frequently asked questions, and these are just your replies back to those frequently asked questions. And of course, you can also put those FAQs right inside of your descriptions now, your gig description. So that's That's another good thing. The other thing is over delivery. You want to, well, let me go back one. Number one is, of course, your messaging and being able to communicate effectively. Number two would be knowing what you offer and sticking to what you offer. So what I mean by that is not going off and doing custom work when people ask you to. Now, after you've been on Fiverr a while, and if you do want to accept custom orders, you can enable that so that people can come to you for custom work. But if you don't want to do that and you want to keep your day very streamlined and simple, maybe you have other things outside of Fiverr that you do, then I recommend don't do custom work. Know what you offer and only stick to what you offer. Number three is over deliver. Of course, when it comes to your offers, you still want to do a very good job of delivering that gig. And I always over deliver. A good example would be keyword research. I offer keyword research, and that's probably my most popular gig on Fiverr out of all of these years has been keyword research. And normally for $5, I will offer 20 keywords. Now, I usually deliver somewhere between 25 and 30 keywords, sometimes even a little bit more. So that's my over delivery example. And I over deliver for everything. That's not just the $5 gig. So when they order like a $25 gig and they order 50 keywords, I'll probably deliver 60 keywords or 70. So that's just giving you a little bit of an idea of what over delivery is. It doesn't take too much extra time for me, but it is giving them something extra outside of what they thought they were paying for. So, and it doesn't have to be a ton, right? It doesn't have to be double what the service was. It's just a little bit of extra to help them know, like, here's good service, right? Leave me a 5-star review for not only what you paid for, but for that little extra that I gave you. And that's a really good way to get good reviews as well. Another way to over-deliver, or another example of over-delivering, would be when I was doing on-page optimization for WordPress websites. I would go ahead and also create their robot text or their XML sitemap. And I know that's advanced. You don't even need to worry about what it is. But it's just like this little piece of code that Google needs. And I would create that. And that would be an extra thing. And people actually charge $5, $10, sometimes even $20 to do that on Fiverr. So me giving them that as a little freebie was a nice little bonus. The other thing that you want to do to keep good customers is not only asking for reviews, but making sure that you're asking for their feedback. Like if there's, when you deliver, you want to make sure that you have a very good delivery message. We'll talk about how to craft that in a future video, but that's all a part of that effective communication and making sure that they know that if there is a problem, to contact you before leaving feedback. And I know that sounds like such a small little thing, but on Fiverr, it's actually a big thing, because you would be surprised when you don't tell people that, when you don't tell people to contact you if there's a problem, how many people will just leave negative feedback. And you don't want that. And the other thing that you don't want is to not tell them to contact you if there's a problem, and then you're missing out. You have to refund all those people to get rid of that negative feedback, and then you're losing money. So you don't want that. Definitely you want to let them know, like, hey, here's exactly what I did for you. Thank you for ordering. I hope you order from me again. If there is a problem, just go ahead and let me know before leaving feedback so that I can correct it.